Hi everyone and welcome to Game Week 10 results and analyses. No Game Week 9 video unfortunately, so I must say it's great to be back, AJ.
Yeah, welcome back, Mark. You know, it's been quite interesting, so let's get straight into it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Game Week 10 Player of the Week. Well, we had two, didn't we, AJ? We've got a round of applause we must give for Adam and Anton, 135 points. Round of applause. Other interesting people to mention, I guess. Go for it, AJ.
Yeah, I was going to say Danny, a little bit of a good show.
Yeah, sure.
Monil as well.
Both got 120 points there.
Exactly, and yourself, Mark House, well done.
Yeah, thank you. 125 points. I noticed I won the week when I was away, Game Week 9. I've again scored 100 points. That's the third time this year, so I'm hoping to continue that and stay away for the rest, I think, really, to be honest. But Super 6 and Hot Shot performances, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite interesting. It's been spread across the board, you know, a couple of people picking up 15 points, but there was a few close ones as well, I believe, which could have picked up the 150, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a bit of a vested interest in this, and I think also a couple of other players in Mono and Nick and maybe Pender as well. But basically that Southampton one, if they'd have just scored that last minute goal, it would have been 2-0, and that's 150 points right there, but straight out the window there, I guess. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Now, we spoke about player performances, but in this game week, I think one of the two top performers, we're going to single out Adam.
Yes, indeed, yes.
Now, he's been doing well, hasn't he?
Yes, indeed. He's been quite impressive. A bit of a steady Eddie, I would say.
Well, steady Eddie indeed. To date in the game, up to now, he's scored 705 points. Now, that's averaging 70 points a game week, which is pretty hefty. Just for some stats for you, he's peaked at 135, which he scored at Game Week 10.
Yes.
His lowest was only 10, which is surprising, but I think if I remember, he had a bit of a slow start to get into it, didn't he?
Yeah, and I mean, he's certainly been moving up the table week by week. You know, he's really one to watch out for. So, Tom, be careful. He's on your tail, snapping away.
No, he really is. Also, 3 times this season, he's hit over 100 points. In Game Week 2, Adam, he hit 115 points. In Game Week 4, he increased that 125 points, and we've seen in Game Week 10, he's just scored 135 points. So, in the predictions bookie, if anybody looks at the whole tabs on the worksheet, he's now 5th favourite at 6-1. So he really is creeping in, and he's already, if you look at the cup that we're just about to talk about, he's at the moment currently in a qualification space. So Adam is really flying at the moment, so everyone watch out. But we talk about the cup.
Yes, indeed. I mean, the thing to remember is, as I always say, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's right.
And, Adam is chugging along, and as we talked about Adam, you know, he's done pretty well against Danny. That was a high scoring tie.
Yeah, it's tough on Danny, I must say.
Yeah, indeed, and as your commentary says, it's been very close in Group B. You know, just having a quick look at the table, the top 4 are all dead necked on 6 points each. You know, Nick is not far away, and even Daniel, he may be propping up the table, but he's just 2 wins away of pulling himself back into contention.
Yeah, absolutely. Back over in Group A, you had Monil. He's down the bottom. His stats haven't been that great, but he's starting to come good and had a solid week in the league, and he won his cup game as well over Pendra, unfortunately for Penn. Come on, mate, you've got some more work to do there. Well, what about you? Craig missed out by 5 points over the big Johnny.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was very close indeed.
Still sweating, mate. That was a close call.
I was. I mean, last night I was really anxiously looking at that Crystal Palace result, you know. But it worked out. It panned out well for me. It was all part of the strategy and just squeezed it through. So it was a bit of a squeaky bum time for me.
Well, you made it through anyway. But not to detract from the other player performance of the week, Anton. He, the Dark Destroyer, literally destroyed Joe in the cup game. So we'll probably be mentioning a bit more on Anton later on into the latter part of the season, because that's really when Anton comes good.
Well, by far, he really picks up a gear, and you watch out for Anton during the Christmas period and in the New Year when he really moves up the table in the business end of the season.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to Game Week 11. We look forward to every game week, but Game Week 11, Atul, what are you saying? What are you thinking for for where the guys out there can really pick up some points? Have you seen a prediction that you could make, or a fixture?
You know, I'll really be honest with you. I mean, I would have first glance, I would have thought Man U, Crystal Palace would have been a dead cert for the home side, but with ravaged by injuries and poor striking performance from their men up front, Crystal Palace could nick a win or even a draw. So there's one to put your bets on. Another interesting one is the Burnley-Hull game.
Yeah.
You know, Burnley are starting to acclimatise a little bit more, and Hull, well, they're going through a bit of an indifferent patch, but I suspect an away win because Burnley are still languishing at the bottom. Another interesting one I'd just like to add as well is the West Brom-Newcastle game.
Absolutely, Pardew. I mean, he was on many people's predictions to on the sack race, you know, to get ousted out of his job. But 3 or 4 wins on the trot, he's absolutely bubbling now. So I don't know about you guys, but I'll probably be going for a Newcastle win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bubbling as well because I predicted that win over Liverpool. I don't think anyone else foresaw that one, and you know, me and Pards are pretty close. So yeah, I mean, those are the ones to watch out for. Plenty more other exciting games, but you can only tell when we get there.
Absolutely. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I know we've used that about 1,000 times, but that's the way it goes, guys. Good luck for game week 11. That's all for this week, but we'll be back next week.
Yes, good luck indeed, pundits. Get your predictions in, and remember, you've got to be in it to win it.
Indeed.